on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13th coming at you again today, you guys, and I hope you're out there absolutely having a killer week. You know, it's Thursday, it's Friday Eve, I'm coming in and doing a video a little earlier than normal, but I got a pretty good reason behind it. But anyway, before I go on any further, you guys, I always want to remind you, I do have a TeePublic store. My link is always in the description of every single one of my videos, so you can get a Horror Junkies t-shirt, or you get yourself a Horror Junkies hat. I do have the other Kyle the 13th design, and I'm always working on another design, but I don't know, I haven't landed on one that I'm really happy with. I've tried a few of them, but it's always in the works. But definitely check out my store if you are interested. They do sales every now and then. Labor Day, there could be one, I'm not sure, but it's worth checking out. But anyways, how's it going out there, you guys? I'm right back here in front of my mask wall. Nothing's really changed. My sign today is covering up Frankenstein, but I feel like every video I'm going to go ahead and just cover up a different one, so I don't completely just block a certain mask every single time. But coming up, you guys, I am planning on, putting together my Slasher 1982 videos, so my Slasher decade of 1982 is getting ready to come out. I did go ahead and get the updated Leatherface 3 mask, so that is coming up. And then I actually have the Trick or Treat Studios Jason mask that'll be coming up relatively soon. I'll be doing reviews on. So kind of the stuff that's coming up. But this was kind of a surprise video. I didn't plan on doing this one. So what happened? Last video I was talking about complaining that my Spirit wasn't open. And last Saturday I was driving around town. I had to drop off the dogs at the groomers. And I was going to look for another dog bed. And lo and behold, I noticed the Spirit doors open. And then I noticed a sign right next to it that says we're now open. So, I had to go ahead and peek. And Angelina said, just go in there, just take a look. You don't buy anything unless, something really catches your fancy. But, stay within reason because, I got that HorrorCon coming up. I went in there and I found exactly what I was looking for, you guys. The big ticket item of this year. And what am I talking about? I am talking about the Halloween 2 skull pumpkin statue thing. And I couldn't actually believe that I walked in there my first try and found one. It was the only one in my area, but hopefully this means that they're going to be getting more because I know a few more folks in my area want to get one. And I want to make sure they do as well because I'm going to give them a hand. If I find them, I'll let you guys know, okay? But this is definitely a lot better in hand. I've watched a few videos of this myself, and it looks great in their videos, but I mean, when you actually see one in real life, this thing is absolutely insane. But go ahead and take a look at this. Look at this sculpt on this bad boy. Like, they got so good detail of an actual skull on here. I really feel like they nailed it. Let's go ahead and take this off. So it does kind of have a little wire tie at the top here, so I'm going to try and get that off without chipping any of the paint. Even though I feel like this thing is well made, I still feel like, paint can chip. It is what it is. All right, do I have any more? Oh, this is kind of like a little rubber one. All right, guys, so we do got that off, and so this does just say Halloween 2 statue from Spirit, with the button, but this does illuminate, and so it's on the try me mode right now. But if you turn it on, it kind of flickers, kind of on and off, almost like, oh, you kind of just saw it right there a little bit. I will have videos at the end if you guys want to actually see it in action, but I really just want to go into this because, look at the texture on this thing. I really feel like, as far as it being plaster, they really nailed the texture and the look of a pumpkin really well. And then that skull just knocks it out of the park. I've seen some people say, why is this known as the Halloween 2 pumpkin? Because it's just a pumpkin with a skull on it. That could be from any movie. So just for the people who don't know, I'll fill you in. This is from the Halloween 2 cover art. If you look at most of the Halloween 2 cover art, it's got a pumpkin with a skull on it, so that's why it's designated as Halloween 2. And so you do come on the back, and you do have the silver Halloween 2 etched in. So this is like a whole extra layer in there, so it's molded in, and so painted silver. A few complaints on mine. I mean, on the lettering, it does kind of have a few pits that kind of showed up. Like if you see this on the bottom of the A, you can kind of see that, and it's got a little bit of them, so it's not perfect, but I'm happy with this because honestly, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to find one. I thought this was going to be such a big deal that, I was never going to find one, especially in my small town. But, first try, I was able to get in, so highly recommend you guys. Before you guys check eBay, honestly, go to these stores, make it repetitive. find the location of where these are probably going to be at, and so you can just dart in, dart out kind of thing, make it real quick, and you can check as much as possible. And then always check the website as well. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty highly made and sought after item, so if you guys can, do it as much as possible as far as getting into your spirits, I highly recommend it. Don't spend extra money on eBay if you don't have to, but obviously if the season comes to an end and you still don't have one, then that's kind of when eBay might come and be an option. So there's the stem. Everything I think is really well painted. I love the look of it. I feel like it actually looks like a pumpkin. Like, I feel like if you were to look at it, like, I don't know, just this side right here, you'd be like, oh, that's totally a pumpkin. Then you pick it up and that's just hollow plaster. But I feel like it really looks a lot like a pumpkin. And this skull is just insane. I mean, look at all the detail on the teeth there, you guys. Like, I really want you to get in on that because that is amazing. Like, I feel like this could have, this seems a little flat right here. It could kind of been bowed out a little more on the top teeth. But that's really my only complaint on this thing. Like, I feel like the paint up, the sculpt on it, and I feel like the overall look is just very impressive. The light, could it be brighter? Could it flicker like an actual candle? I think that would be amazing. But you know what? For what we got, you guys, and I got this for, I believe it was 44 bucks, and so I really can't complain. This is the first new decoration for Halloween that I got, and like I said, I'm not going to be able to buy a ton of things because I'm saving up for the HorrorCon at the end of October. But absolutely, I had to get this without a shadow of a doubt. And I showed Angelina, and I didn't get in trouble. So my biggest thing is I'm going to go ahead and take this Try Me button out if it's doable. Because I don't really keep these on. Looks like it's been almost like hot glued in there. All right, I was able to pull that out, but you do have to be very careful, you guys. Don't go ahead and ruin it. Unless you want to ruin it, that is up to you. And so you do have the Try Me mode off and then on. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this thing to the on. Most likely, I'll show you like a video at the end of this upstairs in the spot it's going to be in. But this is kind of a good look of this now. Let's see if I can, just for S's and G's. Let's turn that off. So there as it is, kind of illuminating. And, I kind of had an idea of doing this. This is the new Horror Junkies 509 right here. I don't know, I thought that looked kind of cool. All right, you guys. But as far as anything, if you were curious or wondering if this was something that would be for you or not, I don't think that's the setting I had it on. Sorry, guys. There we go. But I honestly recommend this. I'm going to give this a solid... I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. My only complaint is, I feel like the molding could have been a little bit better, but I think this is absolutely rock solid. I am always nervous about these plaster things because I am clumsy. What if I drop the damn thing because it is gone after that? Or storing it is going to be kind of an issue for me. But, as long as you're able to be careful with everything, you guys, I think you can really make these last a long time. It's not like a latex mask. It's not going to rot or anything. Maybe it does. I don't know. Is there a person who knows how long plaster lasts? I'm not. But highly recommend this, you guys. Definitely check your spirits. Don't go for price gouging if you can help it, but I understand sometimes it's a thing. And so there's the bottom of it. See what kind of batteries. I don't have a screwdriver to open up the battery pack, but this takes 3 AAAs, just so you know. Jeez, I'm going to break this thing with my damn ring. But so it takes 3 AAAs. It should come stocked, but, different things happen in different areas, so that is a possibility. But go ahead and take a look at this one more time, you guys. And this is it, man. This Saturday is the last day of August, you guys, and we're up September. We are in spooky season, and so this came out, and this got here just in a perfect time. So that's going to do it for me. 9 out of 10 on the Spirit Halloween 2 Skull Pumpkin Statue Light Up thingy. I absolutely love it. 9 out of 10. That's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13, signing out just until next time. You guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer, and you guys have a killer day. And I did it again. I forgot my chain. I swear, you guys, I'm not losing the chain. It's just been a thing that's been with me for a long time, but I gotta get my memory back on straight or else I'm gonna forget about it. Damn it. You guys, stay bloody, have a killer day, and thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.